so many like films that are just like these like Shakespearean actors, and it's like you tone it down. It's a movie, not you're on the stage. But like, how was that process for you?
Yeah, it was seamless. I think everybody knew the task ahead of them and pretty much knew what they had to do. You know, it is a different medium, right? Because you have to project and this sort of thing if you're filling a 200-seat house. But you know, thankfully, the actors here just came so prepared and knew what they had to do and knew the parameters in which we had to work.
Yeah, I live in the neighborhood that you guys filmed in, which is just right down the street here.
Yeah.
And I felt like you guys were watching, because I do that all the time. I just sit on the hood of my car and drink beer and stuff. But no, why did you pick like Soto as the neighborhood?
Well, Soto, yeah, it just seemed the right place for these guys to put in that particular environment. We went to the Hood Canal area. We went to Shelton. We filmed down on the Key Peninsula. We shot largely there on the beach and that sort of thing. So yeah, Seattle was a it's our place.
Yeah. I know you. So you went through a thing where you reworked the opening of the film. And can you talk about kind of what it was before and like why you made that decision?
Yeah, it's a touchy thing, you know. We took a while to find our rhythm, I think, and that scene was one of the first things we shot. I was never pleased with it. I don't think the actors were really pleased with it, and it didn't work. I mean, it would be interesting to see the contrast if we had that scene, but it just seemed like if I could inject a little more mystery in the beginning. We tried to say too much, I think, in that first scene, and as a result, it wasn't as believable as it could have.
The rule is like, show me, don't tell me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was this your first film, or have you done some other films?
This was the first film that got finished.
Okay. Yeah, almost. Yeah, we know exactly what you're
Yeah. No, I mainly do theater, but this was the second feature film I've done. And yeah, I was just so excited that he did it.
How did you feel like you were kind of hanging out by yourself and you were in a little bit of a zone watching yourself on the screen. What was that like?
You know, an actor watching yourself.
No, that's why I'm pushing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was really engaged in the story anytime I was not on film.
Yeah.
No, but you know. No,
congratulations. It was
Thank
yeah.
You.
Do you guys have like questions for these guys or these two?
Curious, how many days did you shoot in all?
We shot a grand total, Judd, of about a week and a half, give or take. And we went back and shot some stuff later in the summer. We shot in May a year ago, and luckily the weather cooperated, everything pretty much fell into place. If it hadn't, we would have been totally screwed, because at that pace we had so much ground to cover. We had to move really
That's impressive, because that's a fast shooting schedule.
Yeah.
You know,
Week
it
and a
doesn't
half
look
is
like
like, what's the hurry? Like,
Yeah, it's what we had the money for, and you know, everybody got paid. In fact, I think we did better than SAG minimum, frankly. We wanted to make sure we compensated our actors and crew, and that, you know, we wouldn't have a movie without people, so it was important.
I noticed in the credits you had a bunch of associate producers. Was this because you went with the Kickstarter campaign, or did you just have people?
Yeah, exactly. And I just felt right to, you know, list them as producers, so to speak, because we raised 15 grand. We raised actually 19, but the official figure was about 14.5 because I put in some money myself and matched some funds. So we just used what we had, and we wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for the folks that contributed.
And am I right, remembering right, this is kind of the premiere of the film? Or?
We showed it, the first cut of it back in November. I think we grabbed a STIFF theater or something just for the supporters and people
And then
interested.
that's kind of like sitting in an audience, you realize like, hey, maybe I could like make some changes, and then you're ready for the film festival.
Yeah, yeah, to reach out to some people that hadn't seen the film. So I went to a couple reviewers and, you know, said, what do you think? And got some interesting feedback. And it really helped shape my opinion too, because what they did is they kind of said, they affirmed some suspicions I had about some aspects of the film, and I was able to kind of massage it from that commentary.
All right, maybe one more question.
So Kevin, where from here? What are you going to try to do with the film now?
Well, we'll do what we can.
What is that?
The reality is, with an unknown property like this, with nobody in it of note, it's very, very difficult to sell on an open marketplace without some kind of pedigree or affirmation from film festivals and that sort of thing. So right now we're trying to gather as much support and as much exposure as we can on the festival circuit before we make that leap of actual distribution.
Yeah, I'm biding my tongue. I wanted to go into the boot camp thing because we're in boot camp. So we do a boot camp where we talk to filmmakers, and basically it's very easy to get your film on all those digital platforms. You know, iTunes and Amazon, all those places, but those services won't make anybody watch your film. So it's all about like social media and just connecting, and just like how you get people to come here to the film festival and watch your film. It's you have to put the traffic. So like Anthony and I have a film right now on Amazon Prime. It's called Sisterhood of Death. And so when you get home, Sisterhood of Death, and then please leave us a really good review. But anyways, we get like 30 cents every time somebody watches it, and we got a check for about $78 today. But like we had to push every single eyeball on that film. Like the distributor didn't do any of that. So that's really, we're a film festival and we're here, but we're about helping filmmakers build their audience, social media, so that when it does hit that platform, you can start, you have more than 3 people on your Twitter to go watch my film, things like that. So it's all about marketing is the new distribution. All right, there's a question from
I have one more question, sorry. It's a bit of a two-parter. What's next on your agenda? Do you have another feature that you're about to work on and shoot? And 2, what would you take what you've learned on this feature mostly to the next? What's the most thing that you take to the next thing?
Wow. I guess ultimately you want to work with more money. But that begs the first question, how do you get started? And that's what's keeping me, frankly, from moving forward is I don't want to say lack of support, because that all has to come from here, right? But it is difficult to find the motivation without something moving ahead. So to be honest with you, I haven't moved. I haven't taken that next step. And it's my own fear, perhaps, of doing that without some sort of solid footing.
Well, there's that equation that's like time, money, quality, and you only get 2. And I don't talk about this forever, but I want to take 2 years to make a film, but just take forever to shoot things. And like we're not shooting 8 pages a day. We're shooting 1 page in 3 days, kind of thing. But it's just we recruit all of our friends, and we know people because we have a film festival, right? I don't know why I'm rambling, but it's that's where I think independent film really should be going. Because we make films, and we made a film in 9 days, and it was fun and everything. But now I think we want to make a film in much longer period of time.
Yeah, you want to have the luxury of having the resources.
And when you get there and it's like you're watching it and you go, we could have done so much better.
Right.
Instead of saying we could have, let's just go do it again until we get it exactly the way we want. I don't know, I'm rambling, but buy me a beer sometime and I'll talk to you guys all about it. So you guys, thanks so much for coming.
Congratulations.
Why don't you guys, because you have so many questions,